Real women murders, not fiction. Love women, don't kill them. Giving real women, unknown women, recognition to the world. Please support our channel and please subscribe.
A $500,000 cash bond has been set for a 20-year-old woman.
The driver in the crash at 60th and Fond du Lac that killed 5 people on Sunday is facing those charges. Bill Miston was in court this afternoon. He now joins us live with what we've learned.
Hey there, guys. Anteyona Sandifer faces 5 counts of reckless homicide and 5 counts of operating a vehicle without a valid license. She's a license that she's never had and actually had been, in fact, suspended from getting one. But her attorney today in court said that that Sandifer never had the option to get a driver's license because MPS didn't offer driver's license courses.
Was never given an opportunity to get her license. This is not an excuse.
20-year-old Anteyona Sandifer's defense attorney took some time to, quote, reframe the situation during bail arguments. Prosecutors say Sandifer and 6 others, including her 15-year-old sister, Michaela Rattler, were in a van late Saturday night. Police say it was doing about 80 when it ran a red light at 60th and Fond du Lac. A car hit the van and multiple people were ejected. 5 died, including Michaela and a 21-month-old girl, Anaya Robinson.
The mother of the child that we lost didn't provide a car seat.
And hard to expect her to provide one.
She was not aware of how this minivan, this 3-row minivan, was set up at the time. She was busy paying attention to the road.
And drove her sister to a doctor's appointment that day.
I think that the interests of every party involved, everyone who lost someone, would be significantly advanced by allowing Anteyona the opportunity to grieve, assist, and be a family member and experience this loss with the others that did too.
We are long after the doctor's appointment.
Court filings say when police arrested Sandifer at the hospital, she asked why she was being placed into custody when someone hit her.
The defendant, as the adult driver, failed to require her juvenile passengers to be in seatbelts and failed to insist that this 1-year-old child be in a car seat. And as a result, they are dead.
Sandifer was cited by the sheriff's department a little more than a week before the crash for hanging out of a car's passenger window while it was driving. City records show in 2019, Sandifer, then 16, was pulled over by Milwaukee police. Cops said she was doing 53 in a 35 in an unregistered vehicle and suspended from getting a license.
If she was paying attention to her driving, she wouldn't have been doing 30 to 35 miles an hour over the limit and running the red light.
Sandifer is due back in court later this month for a preliminary hearing. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Bill Miston, Fox 6 News.
All right, Bill, thanks for the update.
20-year-old Anteyona Sandifer showed no emotion as she made her first court appearance Friday, accused of killing 5 people in a violent crash on Mother's Day. Police say Sandifer was driving a Kia minivan with 6 passengers, ran a red light at 80 miles an hour, slamming into an SUV. Surveillance video captured the crash and the devastating aftermath.
The defendant, as the adult driver, failed to require her juvenile passengers to be in seatbelts, and fails to insist that this 1-year-old child be in a car seat. And as a result, they are dead.
According to the criminal complaint, right after the crash, witnesses heard Sandifer scream, my sister, she's only 15. Among those who died at the scene, Sandifer's 15-year-old sister, Michaela Rattler, Sandifer's goddaughter, 1-year-old Anaya Robinson, and her 15-year-old cousin, Mercedes Brown Weeks.
No mother can ever imagine this hurt, this pain.
The criminal complaint states in the hospital, Sandifer asked why she was being placed in custody when someone hit her. But police say a tow truck with dash camera video showed Sandifer running the red light. You're driving along.
We were driving along, and I'm like, all of a sudden say, boom. I asked my daughter, who hit us? Who hit us?
And for the first time, we're hearing from those who survived the crash in the other car. This woman didn't want to be identified, but says she was riding in the SUV with her daughter and 3 grandkids buckled in the back seat. 5 people who lost their lives.
That was Leah, yes, and a baby, a 1-year-old. I cried my heart. Cried, because me and my baby was in the car, and it could have happened to us.
What do you hope happens to the driver of that other vehicle?
She gonna have to live with that all her life.
And Hillary, the passenger you spoke with today, her daughter was arrested after the crash.
She was, Patrick. Police arrested the 32-year-old woman for OWI. She received a citation. Police say Sandifer did not have a driver's license, and she's currently being held on $500,000 bond.
Hillary Mansour.
New details about the victims in that fatal crash near 60th and Fond du Lac.
One of the women arrested in connection to the wreck was released from jail this afternoon. Bill Miston joining us live with new information.
Ben and Mary, that release is pending formal charges from the district attorney's office. One of the victims was Lorenzo Trotter. I spoke with his mother today, and she says she spoke to her son on Sunday, as it was Mother's Day, and he called her, but that was the last conversation she had with him. 32-year-old Lorenzo Trotter was a father of 2. His mother tells me she's unsure who he was with or why Sunday night. But Trotter was one of 7 people in a speeding van that police say ran a red light at 60th and Fond du Lac, going about 80 miles per hour. Another car hit it, ejecting several people. Trotter was one of them. He died hours later, one of 5 killed in the crash. Dozens of people have mourned the loss of those in the crash since it happened late Sunday night.
It's just somebody being careless, stupid, not following rules.
Family of those killed have a consistent message. Reckless driving is causing senseless and preventable deaths.
We're hurting and we're losing a lot of people because of this. So something definitely needs to be done, and we need to come together. We need to come together. We do. We do as a community. We really do.
Victoria Weeks says her 15-year-old daughter, Mercedes, was related to 4 of the people in the van, including the 20-year-old driver.
It's very hard. I'm struggling. It's very hard.
Police say the woman's been arrested on a recommended charge of homicide by negligent use of a vehicle. The driver of the car that hit the van was booked into the Milwaukee County Jail on the same charge, along with homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. Records show she was released from custody Wednesday afternoon. Both drivers haven't been formally charged with a crime. Police didn't have an update on the condition of that driver or a 17-year-old passenger in that van. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Bill Miston, Fox.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.